Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Hopefully you checked out part one of our two-part interview with Orlando Brown Jr. Part two is here right now. And whether it's Joe Burrow, whether it's his favorite alcoholic beverage, hobbies, why he's so darn excited to be a Cincinnati Bengal, the Bengals starting left tackle is answering a ton of questions in this part about on the field, off the field, the potential of the 2023 team, and so much more. So without further ado, let's get to part two of our conversation with Orlando Brown Jr.
I asked you about the love you felt in the city.
Yeah.
I think you felt it firsthand tonight.
I did, man. And that's what it's about, man, is being able to get out and being able to see these faces, interact with these people, man. These are the people that, support us. And, it's a very big driving force for us as a team, man, is, that atmosphere on game day, the fans, the interactions, all of those things. I mean, these are all the people that, allow us to go out there and play our game freely, man. And, somewhat this is the advantage of Paycor, all these people in this building.
Yeah, I think that's where we should start this conversation.
Yep.
Paycor Stadium.
Yeah.
The past 2 years, as you know, the AFC Championship game went through Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah.
And that meant that I either had to get 6 or 7 hour flights because there's no direct flight from CVG or drive there.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive there this year, Orlando. I got to be honest with you. I want to just drive down to Paycor.
Yeah.
How important is that home field advantage? Being on the other side, you've had that.
Yeah.
Making the opponent come to you in the AFC playoffs.
Yeah, it's really important, man. I've been very fortunate to be the number one seed 3 times in my career. And so, I haven't played many road games as far as like in the playoffs. And I mean, I can't tell you the advantage it is being able to play at home, being able to be the number one seed. Obviously, and that starts with winning our division, man. Winning the AFC North. And then from there, you go into it with the mindset that we got to win as many games as we can. And so, winning the AFC North, getting that number one seed, I mean, man, I can't imagine this place with an AFC Championship. They may set the banks on fire.
I agree with you. I think I can't imagine it either because, I hadn't seen them win a playoff game in my life until 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
To just give you an idea, the Raiders game. Yeah, and that was obviously at Paycor, and that changed a ton in this city. I don't think Burrow realized at the time how much it changed. Obviously, they went on to get to the Super Bowl, but the home field advantage, let's push that aside for a second and just because, again, I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit, but the potential of this team.
Yeah.
What you've seen. You've been around great teams. You've been on championship teams.
Yep.
You've won every step of the way throughout your football career.
Yeah.
What's the potential of the 2023 Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah, I mean, man, you've heard the guys in the locker room already talk about Super Bowl or bust. You've heard guys talk about, how great we are and all those things, and it's very real, and that's the mindset and mentality of this team, man. It starts with Zach. His approach on a daily is, they gotta play us, and he's instilled that mindset in this group, man. It's a very competitive group. It's one of the best groups that I've been around overall. But I think what makes our group so special, man, is just our camaraderie. How closely knit we are. You look across the board, each room, whether you start with the defensive line, how close of a group they are, our linebacker core, how close of a group they are, our offensive line, our quarterback room, our running back room. It's a lot of camaraderie. And when you have that type of camaraderie, that type of companionship, I mean, man, it drives you more, as you're out there on Sundays in those pivotal situations in the fourth quarter, game on the line, everyone's out there playing for each other. And that's what it's about.
Culture.
Oh, yeah.
Culture's been talked about a ton over the past couple of years, especially with Zach Taylor, how he got here from 6-25-1 to back-to-back AFC title games, a Super Bowl appearance.
Yep.
You feel like you've been here forever. I tell Ted Karras all the time, he's been here like 18 months. I'm like, man, all of Cincinnati knows you. It's like you're a Cincinnati native.
Yeah,
man. And how much of the culture matters in how quickly did it take to feel that when you got here? Because that's been such a topic before you got here.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. The game we played out here last year, I think in December, that atmosphere was insane in the stadium. It felt like a college stadium. And so I've always known that the Bengals have a great fan base, man. I mean, gosh, there's been numerous games that I played here that were somewhat sold out. One of my first road games in the NFL was Thursday night here in 2018, and it was a jam-packed crowd, and so I'm very familiar with the fan base and how much they love their football and everything, man. So I wasn't necessarily surprised by, the culture here. You know what I mean? I get that. I understand what Zach's created over the years. He's been able to grow something really special here. And obviously, man, the Browns, man, and everything Mike Brown means to this city and organization. The Blackburns as well, what they've been able to do. Obviously, Miss Katie in her position, man, I mean, it's truly special what they've been able to create all around this city.
Earlier I asked you, and I just want everyone to hear it that's stuck around here at Aces. One of the biggest surprises of the NFL offseason was you coming here.
Yeah.
And everything that went into that.
Yep.
Can you just give us an idea of what that was like? Because it went quickly, and I know I'm regurgitating it between us.
Of course, yeah.
But you went from, to me, franchise left tackle in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yep.
Feels like, Kansas City's going to keep this guy. It makes sense. They have Patrick Mahomes, and they gave up Tyreek Hill to free up money, like all those things. I didn't even think you were an option.
Yeah.
And yet, a month and a half after the Super Bowl, we're talking to you at the press room at Paycor, and you're talking about the AFC North and how excited you are to be here.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, I was probably just as shocked as you. I remember waking up on Super Bowl morning, seeing a report, man. One of the first things I seen was, they said that the Kansas City Chiefs playing on tag and Orlando Brown Jr. again. So, man, my assumption was, I was going to be playing in Kansas City at least this year. And so leading up to the Combine, man, at that point, that's when it comes out that they're not going to franchise tag me. And, I mean, once I heard that, man, I mean, I just kind of understood that, my time was pretty much up in Kansas City. But, man, it was for the better. There's nowhere else in the NFL that I'd rather be than here, man. This was the best situation for me schematically. What they asked the left tackle to do in this system. Obviously playing with guys like Joe Burrow. Zach is awesome. How well he takes care of us. Frank Pollock, my offensive line coach, the offensive line room as a whole. It's so many things that go into it, man, that really made this situation the best for me. But, I mean, it couldn't have worked out any better.
Schematically, purely that part of it. Yeah. Why does it work? Why is it the best fit? Because you've played with great quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
You've played with great receivers, great weapons. But schematically, it sounds like this might be the best fit that you've had at the pro level.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, I watch a lot of football, and so, man, for me, studying the Bengals over the last few years is they didn't necessarily have a married system. And when I say married system, meaning that their pass game and run game formations and screen formations all match up. And so, a lot of times when certain personnel is in the game, defenses understand, okay, it's 100% pass or 95% pass. Well, now, where we are now is light years ahead of where they've been in the past, similar to what you've seen in the second half of the season last year from this team. So, man, I just felt like schematically it gives me the opportunity to really use my strengths, and I get to be a lot more aggressive.
All right, so I do want to have a little fun here.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Because we are at Aces.
Let's do it.
And I'm sure there's been plenty of people consuming a few adult beverages. They certainly have their autographs. Yeah, we got some hands up. Yeah.
Love it.
I'm going to have to grab a couple afterwards.
Yeah, I feel you.
That said, I know you feel me. Yeah. And you know why? Because I interviewed Ted Karras yesterday.
Oh, you did?
And so you've been here for 5 months. And I said, who's the best hang?
Yeah.
Who's the best hang? And he was like, I hang with Cordell the most.
Yeah.
He was like, but the best hang is Orlando Brown Jr.
I love that.
Is Orlando Brown Jr.
I love that.
He described it as energy.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot that goes into it. Why do you think you're the best hang? Because I think Ted would be an awesome hang to have a few drinks with. And when he names you, now I'm like, man, I got to drink with that man. So what is it?
Oh, man, I might be the first person Ted has met that can keep up with him a little bit. Yeah. Maybe that's probably where it starts. Overall, though, man, I mean, like you said, just a lot of energy, man. Me and Ted had a lot of fun. I remember my first night out in Cincinnati, man. It was actually my first week here. He took me to Mount Lookout Tavern. And MLTs, man, we killed those wings. And we drank, we don't judge us. We drank a lot of high noons. We had a lot of high noons and a lot of beer. So, but no, man, it's me and Ted had a lot of fun. Been having a lot of fun.
So who can drink more? You got the size advantage. I know Ted can throw him back.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've that'll be tough.
You could keep up though.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon, hopefully.
We'll find.
Yeah.
During the parade, huh?
Yes,
that's the
exactly. Exactly.
What's your go-to?
Favorite drink?
Yeah, in general. It doesn't.
Gosh.
Doesn't have to be beer, whatever it is.
Favorite drink in general for me, I mean, I like a good Moscow Mule.
Okay, you like the ginger beer?
Yeah, I like a good ginger beer, man.
Vodka?
Yeah, a little bit of Tito's in there, a little something, yeah. I like a little Moscow
That's
Mule.
borderline healthy now. Like if you're talking about alcohol, like that's better than some of the things
or margarita.
You're not saying like heavy IPA, like double dark beer. No, I agree with you. That sounds good. It's refreshing too. If you weren't playing football, if you weren't one of the best left tackles in the league, what would you be doing?
I'll probably be wrestling my ass off in the WWE.
That's why you're the best tank.
Hey man, if I wasn't playing football, man, I'd probably be in the WWE with some type of personality, doing something, throwing people around like the Big Show or something. Man. I've figured it out that way. I feel like.
What would your nickname be? See, would it be Zeus?
Maybe Zeus. I don't know, man. Something stupid though. Something touchy. Something stupid. Man. Foxy Brown. Who knows?
Foxy Brown. Oh man, that's a good. Foxy Brown is good.
No,
I'm calling you that. That's. Oh man,
it's good.
Yeah, it is. Foxy Brown. We'll have to print the shirts.
Yeah, I like that one.
They're going to be cheering Foxy now at Paycor when you have a good block on the edge there. You spring Mixon for the touchdown.
That's good.
Man, man, this has been so much fun.
That's good.
Moving cities.
Yeah.
You get to Baltimore.
Yep.
We talked earlier they didn't realize, but we talked earlier about Oklahoma, how much it meant to you.
Yep.
You had to go from Oklahoma to Baltimore.
Yep.
There's a transition.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go transition from Baltimore to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And now Kansas City to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
How would this transition, I don't want to say rank because it's easy to say in the moment.
Yeah.
But how smooth has it been personally, professionally, welcoming, all of those things?
Yeah. No, man, I mean, my story is crazy just because of, I mean, I've had to move so much, it seems like, man, since my dad passed, man. And, living in Baltimore pretty much my whole life. My dad passes. I've got so much family in Atlanta. My mom's like, me and my two brothers, she's like, let's move to Atlanta. We moved to Atlanta. So I lived there for 2 years. I go to the University of Oklahoma from Atlanta for 4 years. Then I'm in Baltimore for 3 years. I'm in Kansas City for 2. Now I'm in my first year in Cincinnati. And so, man, I mean, I would say I've somewhat learned and grown and learned to mature. So this is probably the easiest transition I've had. Also, I mean, how great of a city is Cincinnati? I mean, man, it seems like the most convenient city ever. I don't even need Google Maps to get around here. So, you know what I mean? I've learned about landmarks, man. So
how does it compare traffic-wise?
Compared to what? Because Oklahoma, I mean, blue-collar city, so you're getting 50-mile-an-hour traffic at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, but that's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Baltimore's bad.
Baltimore's bad.
Okay. Yeah. Kansas City, not really much traffic.
Okay. Yeah, so Kansas City's not too bad either.
Yeah, no, not much traffic at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't want to drive there now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm holding you to that now. Yeah. I don't want to.
You should. You should hold me to that.
What was your first impression of Joe Burrow after you became his teammate? I know you guys went and got cheeseburgers.
We did, man.
You peeled back the curtain a little bit.
I did, yeah.
Standing up there or sitting up there at the news conference room. Yeah. But give us a little more because Joe Burrow's a quiet guy.
He is.
I think he's funny. I don't know him nearly as well as you.
He's hilarious, yeah.
Okay, so give me a little more insight into Joe.
So, man, it's crazy how it worked out. So I was in New York City when I found out, I was going to be signing and everything, and he just
going big time interviews.
Yes, it was on ESPN. And so it just so happened, man, that Joe just happened to be there, and so I get a text from Joe. He's like, hey, you're in New York City, so am I. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you want to do? He's like, let's go get some cheeseburgers. They talk ball. So I'm like, all right, sounds great. First time meeting my man. So we go get cheeseburgers, man. We talk ball, man. I'm asking all different type of questions about the system, really about his story. There was so much about him that I didn't know. And man, I love the game of football. We spoke about this, man. I'm a historian about the game, and so I always find it cool when you get the opportunity to meet great players, but not only meet them, get to know them and who they are and their backgrounds, how his mom is, how his dad is, and how he was raised. And you learn a lot of times being around these great quarterbacks quarterbacks, they've all somewhat got similar stories. But Joe's story is somewhat different, man. Just in his approach, his mindset, he's a different guy. I never met anybody like this guy before. And I think that's what I probably kind of find hilarious in him as well, is just the way he kind of interacts.
He is different.
He is, man.
It's hard for me to read him.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I've sat down with him like this.
Yeah.
So it's tough. You go off of what you hear and you try to learn, but it's tough. He's kind of mysterious to some of us, I think. And I'm in the damn building half the time.
Yeah.
So
I feel you, man.
Yeah. Okay. So that's realistic. That's not crazy.
He might be an alien. We don't know.
He might be an alien.
Might be.
If you told me it was an alien, I wouldn't be that shocked.
Me either, man.
Yeah. What hobbies do you have outside of football?
Man,
he plays video games.
He does. I do too.
You play video games?
I do, man.
Okay.
I like playing video games, man. I honestly I play Call of Duty. That's probably one of my go-tos, man. I have a lot of fun on Call of Duty.
You would whip me. I was in college. I was like the punching bag in Call of Duty. Oh, no. I was awful, man. They would just try to come get me. Yeah. Yeah. So you would whoop me. I haven't played in years either. So
okay, yeah.
I play games, but just I suck at Call of Duty. What else you got? Like what other games?
Gosh, man. Not a crazy variety of stuff, but like your simple stuff, your Madden, your NBA 2Ks. Right now, man, I've been playing throughout training camp in my free time. I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Okay.
Big Star Wars fan.
Gotcha. You played the Battlefronts and
yes. Oh yeah, I've played all of those, man. I'm a big Star Wars guy, so I like a lot of Star Wars. Trying to think what else I've been playing. I game on PC a lot, so there's a boxing game called Undisputed that I've been playing a lot.
You're that high class.
Yeah.
See, when you game on PC, just put your pinky out.
Yeah, exactly.
And when people do that, they're like, I'm a PC gamer. No, I don't play a console like you guys.
Yeah, let that be known.
You had someone build it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, see, it's got lights and stuff.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Any other hobbies besides that?
Man, I enjoy fishing, although it's something I haven't done in a while, man. I enjoy fishing. Gosh, what else? Hanging out with my son. He's 2 years old. So yeah, I like messing with him a lot. That's really it.
What's better than that?
Nothing.
Hanging with your son. Hey, you just won a Super Bowl, by the way.
Yeah.
Is there anything better?
Nothing better, man. Nothing better. I remember, it's crazy because in the Super Bowl, we, gosh, man, I'm about to go into a whole story, but.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so my mom is, she's the best mom in the world, but she's always been the last one to get me from school. So, like, it's just, always
scrambling?
Yes, I'm like the kid that's late to practice, last kid to get picked up from school, like that whole situation. So, of course, man, we win the Super Bowl, and the confetti falls, I hug everybody, all my teammates. I had so much time from the point where the Super Bowl ended to where I seen my mom, my girlfriend, my son, that literally I was able to go in the locker room and get my phone and have a beer. Come back out, but I still didn't even see my mom till about 15 minutes after that, man. So
she was Uber into the game.
Yes, yeah, like something was going on for sure, but
celebrating at her seats, and then the crowd. I mean,
it was just crazy. It was insane. It took about an hour to get down there.
Man, that's hilarious. Yeah. Whew. Man, I'm trying to think. We talked about this the other day. Pickleball.
Oh yeah.
Neither of us have played.
Yeah.
It's okay to admit neither of us have played.
I know. Yeah.
At some point. Off season, because you got to protect 9.
Yeah,
we should play. We should come back. We should play. You'll probably whoop me.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I'm competitive.
I feel you. Me too, man. I'll tell you what. I played a lot of tennis, so I assume it correlates.
You have the edge.
Yeah.
Basketball doesn't correlate to pickleball.
Oh yeah. Well,
baseball probably not either. So we'll see. You a ping pong guy? That's like the biggest thing in the locker room.
So I've gotten into it since I've been here because I've kind of had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not as good as the rest of them, man. I mean, I see some of these guys, man. I'm like,
they're insane.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I'm like serving it very slow.
Yeah, me too. I'm still getting my feel for it, man. But those other guys, they're competitive in there. They get after it.
He's Orlando Brown Jr. He's the starting left tackle for the Cincinnati Bengals, hopefully for like the next decade. You said you moved around a lot.
Oh, yeah.
4-year deal. Hopefully it's many more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that fair?
Oh, yeah, man. Hopefully I'm here till I'm 40.
Until he's 40. Andrew Whitworth style. Yes. 13 plus.
Exactly.
Hey, sign us up.
Yes.
We've seen the offensive line.
Yep.
We know you're a big addition to it.
Yep.
I appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir.
Really, thank you. And everyone, let's give Orlando Brown Jr. a hand.
Thank you.
Here at Aces.
Yep.
Man, I know Cincinnati's happy to have you. So appreciate the time, and good luck this season.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming out, man. Who they?
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody.
Great stuff from Orlando Brown Jr. Hopefully you checked out part 1. If not, go back and watch part 1. Really good stuff on Jonah Williams, on this 2023 team, on Orlando Brown Jr.'s football journey, and why he picked Cincinnati despite having bigger offers in free agency. So check out that part, and shout out to everyone that came out to Aces, and thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. It was a really successful event. Shout out to Andrew Fox Miller for doing all of the behind the scenes work, editing these videos, doing the audio, everything behind the scenes. It was a really fun event, and hopefully we get to chat with Orlando Brown Jr. again soon. Hopefully you know him a lot better now following this 2-part series here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So for Andrew Fox Miller, our channel coordinator, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching CBT.